Hello.
Hey, what's Blerp here?
What's up, cows? It's your favorite vamp. What's up, cows? It's your favorite demon cow. Back at it again with another React Andy. This time round, apparently, a community manager claims they got attacked by Destiny players at some gaming event. Yeah, who knows how much that is true. We're about to find out, though. Suppose the gamers own them. Let's just jump into it.
Hey, what's Blerp here?
Philip the fuck ass
talking
style.
about a very bizarre situation involving a former community manager for Bungie and a current community manager for Fallouts. We've seen all kinds of ridiculous behavior in the gaming industry, especially when it comes to the type of people like Leanna Rupert here, who love to be the center of attention and, worse yet, will do anything to be the victim as well. In the past, we have seen game devs, community managers, writers,
wanting to be a victim in current year? That's crazy. I never would have imagined.
etc. do everything to make themselves the victim by faking hate messages, hate reviews, all kinds of things like that.
Faking hate messages? A woman would never do that. I had one do it to me.
Before getting caught in 4K, but I've never seen anything quite like this, where Leanna Rupert recently tried to claim that she was attacked by Destiny fans at a convention. Now you can see the...
Right. Oh, wait, clarification already. This incident occurred at the airport. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what happened at the airport, though.
The community note that would be applied, dispelling her lies.
So it is real, but for whatever reason, they lied that it happened at a gaming event, and instead it happened at an airport.
Because after going viral and having her arm twisted into telling the truth, she finally admitted it didn't happen at the convention, and she really has no idea if this was Destiny players or not. And when she was finally confronted on the truth, and even the convention itself spoke out against her, she would private her account.
Damn, even the convention calling out your bull. Now you know you fucked up.
She did what every good journalist does these days. They make something really stupid in a post, and then they immediately lock down their account the second they get any accountability. And all
well, of course, because, well, they can't technically really get any accountability if you're not able to talk to them, right?
Also, locking your account with 500,000 followers is like barricading your door with a pencil. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But before we get into all the recent stuff, here's a little history on Leanna Rupert here. As you can see, she is a former community manager for Bungie, but a current one for Fallouts. And she is a community manager, narrative writer, influencer manager, PR, marketing, and event planning expert. And here's some of the brands she has worked for. And yes, she is very deep into the industry. Now, of course, like many others in the industry, she has a seething hatred of white people and men. Here's just a...
Of course she does, because she's a white woman. It's just how it works. That's just white women in current year. They have to hate themselves. They have to hate white men specifically because they're snow bunnies. Obviously, they want that BBC.
A small compilation of her tweets about white people and men. Here's one saying, "You can't be racist against white people." And then in response to a complaint from a gamer saying sounds about whites. Then down here calling someone a mouthy little white boy. And then over here,
or that BMC
here,
even.
Blaming white men for all the problems in the industry. Here saying F him and F all white folks like him. And then also just saying more ridiculous stuff about white people. And of course, I don't know for a fact. Maybe she identifies as a different race. This is the gaming industry.
Maybe she identifies as a different race. Yeah, she's transracial. It's just like Hassan Piker. Sometimes he's Turkish. Sometimes he's Turkey, sometimes he's Turkish, sometimes he's white, sometimes he's Muslim. Honestly, it really depends on whatever he's talking about, so we can get more political brownie points.
In 2026, but she looks pretty white to me, so besides the blatant racism here, and the misandry, she seems to be another self-hating white person, which to me is one of the most pathetic things you could ever be on the planet. On top of that, she's a hypocrite, because of course she is. In other situations where her friends were being attacked, she said it's never okay to use race as a personal attack, despite having an entire compilation of her doing just that to other people.
Well, of course, because this is these are the group of people that believe you can't be racist against white people, even though the definition of racism is judging someone based upon how they look.
People, and by other people, I mean white people. Now, before we get into the current stuff, you have to understand that Marathon is the sort of backdrop of that, and I also want to give an update on this absolute dumpster fire of a game. We all know the player numbers for this game are atrocious, and Sony
Is he going to show it? You going to show the numbers?
sunk billions into acquiring Bungie to make this game their future. And with less than 2 million copies sold, things are looking very grim. Not to mention the...
Here, you know what? Let's take a look at it. Steam charts. Marathon. Then we'll copy and paste Steam charts and we'll get Destiny 2. Now, of course, got to keep in mind, Destiny, the main player base is on a console. It could be the same thing for Marathon. Who knows? We don't know for that per certain. Oh, 24-hour peak, 41,000 players. 24-hour peak Marathon, brand new game, 6,000. Huh. Man, who would have thought no one actually wants to play extraction shooters in current year? Because nobody has free time to invest in a game where you die and you lose everything. Isn't that crazy? You adhere to a casual fan base for over 2 decades, if not more. You adhere to the looter shooter, like, community, like, base. And then you swap to an extraction shooter. And is anyone really surprised? You should not be surprised. I don't feel sorry. Listen, this is what happens when, I mean, you know, we've had issues with Destiny, but Destiny is still a superior game in every shape, form, and shape. One could even say every single final shape. But Destiny's just a better game. It has more content. You don't lose everything when you die. You have raids, you have PvP, you have PvE, you have Gambit, which is a mixture of PvP and PvE. You got all these different activities. You have an anniversary mode that has some of people's favorites of weaponry. What do you have in Marathon? You have a bunch of guns that look like they were just built to be blocky. You have a bunch of cube guns. With a bunch of fat characters. Is anyone surprised? And nobody should be surprised this game is failing. I'm happy it's failing. This is what happens when you completely give up on a working franchise, in spite of the fact that that working franchise, that good franchise, had a lot of issues in the meantime. Let's be real. Let's be honest. The gameplay is the only reason people stick around. The story was at best slightly above average, and at worst, it was abysmal dog shit. Lightfall, Shadow Keep, House of... Actually, you know what? No, House of Wolves was pretty fun. But I don't know. Yeah, Lightfall, Shadow Keep. The two worst DLCs I could think of. What else? Well, Beyond Light, it was not terrible like those two. It was just subpar. The fact is, though, is that, again, Bungie, they decided to completely drop their franchise that was working for an extraction shooter. You know what? I'm interested. What is the Steam charts for, what is it called? Not Tarkov. Fuck, I can't even remember the game. Extraction shooter game. Hold on, let me just look up extraction shooter games. Yeah. Escape from Tarkov, Arena Breakout Infinite, Arc Raiders. That's what I'm thinking of. Arc Raiders Steam charts. I wonder what how many people are playing that now? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Arc Raiders is actually doing surprisingly okay. Anyways.
The very disliked decision by Bungie to reallocate their resources from Destiny 2 over to Marathon, and how did that work out for them? Well, right now, Destiny 2 is sitting at 35,000 in-game players, an astoundingly good number for a game that is literally dead. Like, there's nothing else coming to this game, it's over, and yet people are still funneling into this game at a rate that is around...
There's like an endless amount of things to do. Like, I don't know. A lot of people, their gimmick is collecting every single armor piece they can. Some people just want to have the best looking drip possible. Some people just want to have the best guns and then play PvP. That's me. I like having the best guns and then using them in PvP so I can Zerg my opponents and have a high KD. It makes me feel pog.
On 10
And there's just no other game like it. Marathon, you got Arc Raiders, you got Escape from Tarkov. It's just another extraction shooter, but now you can jump. You can jump around a little bit more. Oh, wow. Incredible. I have some, like, versatility. Ooh.
times that of Marathon.
Not to mention, Marathon's also just a shittier version of Destiny 2. I would have been fine if Marathon was a clone of Destiny, but it wasn't. They literally just were like, okay, here's an extraction shooter. We put the Cabal and some robots into the game, and yeah, and then that's it. That's it.
Now, speaking of Marathon, the shills are doing everything in their power to continue to try to pump some life and good PR into this.
Oh, they actually had a PvE mode to the game? Wow, maybe I might buy it now, just because of that. Unless they still lose everything during that PvE mode, in which case, I'm still not going to play it. I have zero interest in playing a game where I lose everything when I die. I don't care for game modes like that, either. I got better things to do with my time. That's not fun to me. The reward I get from completing a game without dying is just not fulfilling to me.
This game, you can see shill posts like this saying Marathon has been seeing a strong resurgence of players with the release of their PvE mode to the game. This tweet being posted about a week ago. You can see this
24-hour peak 14,000. Wow, strong resurgence from the 88,000 players. Amazing.
Strong resurgence to 14,000 players. By the way, with a massive...
Yeah, wow, that's incredible. The amount of players doubled. Amazing. In comparison to Destiny, where the amount of players tripled when everyone heard the game wasn't gonna have 0 updates. Let's hold on. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Damn, Daniel. Crazy.
Massive introduction of PvE mode. And overall, how's it doing today, a week later? Oh, look at that. It's sitting at 3,000 in-game players, ladies and gentlemen. The future of Bungie. What a great investment by Sony right here. They've made such good decisions. They've pulled all the right levers with these series of decisions. But as you can see, going down here to the max chart, not like the cropped small time frame that we saw in the Shills post, this is the massive resurgence.
It is kind of amazing, though, that almost everything Sony touches, it crumbles apart in current year.
That he was talking about. The massive resurgence to 14,000 players. Only a tiny fraction of the number we saw on release. And what happened? After that resurgence, it actually dipped lower than before PvE mode was introduced. That's how bad things are for Marathon. But wait, do not introduce Steam.
It's almost like the game is bad.
DB numbers or Steam charts, anything like that, because Marathon shills will threaten violence on you. Yes, they're totally not insecure, and they're totally normal people defending Marathon to this degree. But let's get back to Leanna Rupert.
How sad are you to just be that butthurt that you wanna that you post that 9-second bit?
What's her connection? Well, of course, she is a former community manager for Bungie, and when she saw all this discussion about Destiny 2 and Marathon, she felt the need to weigh in, saying the only way to keep Bungie alive is to support Marathon. Yes, they were literally...
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Begging you to go play Marathon. It's the only way.
No one's gonna play Marathon. I mean, a lot of people's like trust in Bungie has fallen off over the course of like, I don't know, the release of Destiny 1 to begin with. And now you again have another bad decision made by Bungie that's not working out for them. And the devs this time are saying, guys, please try the new franchise. We promise you we'll do better. My brother in Christ, you've been saying that for like Destiny for so long, and it took you the final update to add back Sparrow Racing. Something we've been asking for like 12 years. What do you want? What do you want from us? You want us to just constantly stick around when you don't even give us any chocolate when you keep promising it?
way to save Bungie. Don't you want to save the billion-dollar corporation? Go
No. Crumble.
spend your money on Marathon. Yeah.
Listen, every company that falls apart just means that the good people that actually worked in it will immediately find like good jobs. Anybody that was not worth or not valuable at the company won't seek another job, which is good. They won't find another job in gaming, which is good, because they sucked at their job and they ruined the games that they worked on. We just need people that are good at their jobs and good at making video games to then make more video games. Anybody else, womp womp, you got fired, put the fries in the bag.
Yeah, ridiculous. Obviously, this had a very negative impact. People were clowning on this. And you have the related post like this, where a user asked, if you can really give me with a hand on your heart, your word, that this really has an impact, I'd buy Marathon in an instant and spread the message as we all need Destiny 3. And then
Bro, that's so pathetic.
Liana responds with a hand over her heart, ensuring that you should go and buy Marathon, even with the subtle promise that it might get Destiny 3.
There is zero word of a D3. D3 is not even in development right now. Even if it was, we'd get 5 years, and most definitely 5 years too late.
To actually happen. And then we have this series of interactions that is downright embarrassing, where eventually you can see Liana claiming that the acquisition of Bungie by Sony was an emergency acquisition and that Bungie was already below the red line before Sony acquired them, which I can only...
Oh no, that's too bad. Maybe the game should have just died. Oh no, how horrible. This video game that wasn't working, that wasn't successful, would stop getting updates because it just wasn't doing a good enough job of making money. How horrible that the product wasn't worth the money.
Imagine how low that red line is now. But eventually they say, the funny thing is about the truth, it is what it is, whether you like it or not. Remember that, okay? Remember about the truth, because we're going to see what the truth looks like in just a second.
Yeah, the truth. Finally, someone says the truth, not my truth.
But Liana also said you're entitled to be wrong and that they'll remain committed to the truth, because unlike them, they have access to info, including...
At least she is smart enough to say the truth, not my truth.
Direct access from leadership and legal.
Even though it's going to be proven wrong. So now we shift over
to what just transpired, and shoutouts to Smash JT for getting the screenshots here, and also, I think, leading to the truth here by pressing Liana. Him among others, of course, but you can see his tweet sharing a screenshot. Former Bungie community manager Liana Rupert insinuates she was attacked at GCX. Immediately backs off and acts like everyone misunderstands her after it goes viral. All they do is lie. They want so much to make gamers the bad guy on their crusade to co-opt the game industry. Speak up, speak out, meme them into the ground. Screenshot credit to this user. So here is the screenshot, right? It begins by saying some Destiny players really hate me apparently, with a screenshot of Liana with a cut on her forehead, and that by itself might have passed as a joke, right? Obviously, Destiny players do not like Liana, and whatever happened here, this incident left this mark here, and you might say, oh, it's just a joke, saying, oh, see what Destiny players did?
A joke? I mean, I don't know, man. People don't make jokes that they get beat up by other people. That is like me saying that Antifa found out where I lived, and they're going to hang me. That's not really a joke. It's funny because it's absurd. I'm saying it right now. It hasn't happened. Hopefully it never happens. But the possibility can happen. But the fact is that, I'm joking about that. Girly is posting like a picture, acting like it happened. Now you could say it's fake, but it seems to be real. Under the context it is real, that's not a joke, bro. That's just defamation against the Destiny community for whatever reason. Because she just has disdain for them because they won't buy Marathon and she'll have to put the fries in the bag because she'll be out of job.
Really mad, but it's this confirmation that makes this a gigantic lie. So someone says, girl, what happened? And Liana responds saying, I got cornered twice at GCX, making it abundantly clear to anyone being objective here that she is heavily insinuating that she was attacked by Destiny players at GCX.
Heavily insinuated, my brother in Christ. That is basically just saying it.
I think that is very obvious based on the context, and I feel very bad for GCX. It sounds like they had a great event, and now they have this post going viral claiming that someone was attacked by Destiny players at their events, and they had to weigh in, saying, Just clarifying here, now that we've spoken, as several people are pinging and reaching out, this incident did not occur during the event, but at the airport, and we advised to contact Orlando Police Department or the equivalent airport law enforcement agency. And that's coming from the director of event.
Ooh, I wonder what happened at the airport, though.
Event safety and security. So they are very clearly.
I just think it's so strange. Why? I mean, you could say it happened at the airport, and that'd be more believable. So why did you lie that it happened at a convention for gaming? Like, these people, they lie, and their lies are so retarded, but they just never figure out that their lies are retarded, even though you think about them for more than 10 seconds, and you're like, this is retarded. That's because they're just not thinking at all.
Disproving what she was initially claiming, that she was cornered and attacked at GCX. No, whatever transpired here was at the airport.
Again, though, I am interested to know why she got attacked at the airport.
Completely separate area, and of course, people are still defending Leanna. Even though it's been proven she was lying and trying to basically farm this event for pity and a victim mode for likes and sympathy. You can see this person say, a game dev friend was physically assaulted at an airport because the attacker, a player from a game she used to work on, checks notes, hates her. If you find yourself wanting to harm someone because you don't like them personally or the game they work on, move the F on, get help. So,
how do you know that? She said it was at a gaming convention, so how can we trust that this was even done by a gamer to begin with? This could have just been done from, like, a homeless guy at the airport, or some guy on crack, some guy on drugs. This could be anything. We have no reason to trust this was done by not even a guy. We have zero reason to trust this was done by a guy, let alone a gamer at this point.
Even when it's proven she was lying about the event, or at least trying to misrepresent where this all occurred, putting
she never even stated it was a guy, so
this event into hot water, by the way.
Fact is, we just can't trust this is from a guy. Gamer. Fucking
still
can't
defend
speak.
Leanna and confirm the narrative that it was Destiny players that found her in real life and assaulted her. And here's my thing, when it comes to the truth, if you're lying about one thing, it's very hard to believe any part of your story. So if you're lying about where this took place,
that's what I just said. Oh my gosh, twinsies,
including by those working the convention, I have to start questioning your entire narrative. That is the normal way to look at this, right? If you're lying about one thing, how do we know you're not lying about everything? And of course, after GCX made their post, you can see Leanna saying, I deleted because I realized how misleading it sounded. I got cornered twice while at GCX is what I should have said. Kind of.
Is that not what you just said? Is that not what you said?
It's hard to dispute that. It was a Destiny player when they were shouting how I ruined the game. So they're still going with the narrative that it was a Destiny player, but they're admitting that they were being misleading with their initial post, and I think that was exactly their intent. I mean, how else do you say what? And that by itself.
I got cornered twice at GCX. What? I got cornered twice while at... What the... You're retarded! You're trying to make up a lie that you just already lied about! You're a fucking idiot! Bro really said I should have said... I realized how misleading it sounded. I got cornered twice while at GCX is what I should have said. That's literally what you said, you fucking nincompoop. I got cornered twice at GCX. Yes, you should have posted this tweet saying that you got assaulted at GCX to begin with. If you just said that you got verbally harassed at GCX, that's all you need to do. All you need to say, but no! No, you need to make an amount of a molehill. Fucking retard.
They were being misleading with their initial post, and I think that was exactly their intent. I mean, how else do you say what Leanna said without trying to give the impression that they were attacked by Destiny players at GCX? But of course...
And of course, yeah, like he was saying earlier, now I have no reason to believe that. I have no reason to believe that you were even verbally assaulted at GCX.
First, they would get hit with the notes, and W community notes, as always, clarifying that this incident occurred at the airport, and how did other people respond to this? Saying, Orlando is a big city. She called out players, not the events. She even...
My brother in Christ, she called out players at a specific event. and she lied about that. So how are we to even believe that the players did that any Destiny players did anything to her? You dumbass.
Clarified, it didn't happen at the event. That should be enough. You just created that claim out of the ether because you have some kind of bias against her. Do better.
I just met this woman, and I'm biased against her after watching this because she seems like a retard, and she's a liar too.
Still.
A liar that hates Destiny players because the Destiny players won't buy Marathon because if not enough people buy Marathon, that means that she won't be able to be a community manager for Marathon anymore, which means that she'll have to put the fries in the bag. I hope this bitch has to put the fries in the bag. I am very excited to see her working at my McDonald's or Burger King or even my KFC. I'm very excited to see her working there.
Defending her at this point. The shills will shill forever, ladies and gentlemen, but how did all of this drama end? Well, you already know. She would private her account. And
womp womp.
And privating with 500,000 plus followers is just, what is even the point? It's literally just to play the victim, right? It's like, look at me, I'm hurting right now, I'm being attacked, I'm privating my account. It's really just shallow and just...
Well, I think that's it for today. So, yeah, Leanna Rupert, they're a liar. You should not believe anything that comes out of their mouth from the future because for whatever reason, they got assaulted at the airport, decided to lie about where they got assaulted at, and then just kind of softcore blamed Destiny players. They lied twice about it. Well, actually, they didn't blame Destiny players. They just lied about them getting assaulted at a convention. Oh, no, wait, never mind. They did blame Destiny players. No, they did blame Destiny players, right? Hold on. If I remember correctly. My brain's going a little numb. Yeah, okay. She literally did blame Destiny players. Anyways, Leanna Rupert, you're a liar. Nobody likes you. No, I hope to see you working at McDonald's soon. If you liked Rev's coverage of this, you should like, comment, and scribble on his video. If you liked what I thought, and you want to give me what you think, put in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. Occasionally, you'll see Vermire more, but I'll see you, Vamp Cows, Vermire Feast upon the next victim. Bye.